Tonight, a bill aimed at protecting voter privacy in Washington state passed a major hurdle to potentially become law. KREM 2's Connor McAvoy tells us what those for and against the protection have to say about it.
In a broader search to protect voter privacy, Washington lawmakers are weighing Senate Bill 5892. It guarantees information voters reveal to county elections offices in Washington state stays private. That includes driver's license numbers, social security numbers, and birth dates.
This is long protected confidential information that should stay protected in our state.
Washington State Senator Marcus Riccelli from Spokane is one of the bill's sponsors. He says this bill's on the table after President Donald Trump sued several states and threatened legal action against Washington State in 2025 for refusing to provide personal voter information from the state's voter database. This, the administration says, was to find nationwide evidence of voter fraud. Senator Riccelli argues those requests need to be centralized toward the Secretary of State, as that agency oversees state elections and the elections database.
It doesn't matter who's in the White House. This is a federal overreach, and we should do everything in our power and use our states' rights mentality to protect people's sensitive information.
Under the bill's guidelines, anyone at the county level proven to have turned over private data receives a Class C felony charge. In Washington state, that's punishable by a fine of up to $10,000 and/or up to 5 years in prison. This sparked opposition from Washington State Senator Jeff Wilson. He argued the punishment for revealing that information to federal authorities doesn't fit the crime.
I just don't think that those county election offices should have to be subject to such very strict matters as proposed in this bill.
I asked Senator Riccelli for his thoughts about the consequences if this bill becomes law. Here's what he had to say.
Some say that's pretty harsh, and I say yes, because it's harsh to turn over a bunch of personal private data.
This bill passed the state Senate and now waits to be voted on in the House. Connor McAvoy, KREM 2 News.